Ready, start. I am extremely grateful to the directors and the member of the Board of Control of the Indian Institutes of Economics for affording me this opportunity to inaugurate the symposium on industrial relations with a special reference to the recommendation of the National Commission on Labor. Para. This is not the first time I have had the privilege of addressing your institutes. Earlier, I have spoken at your institutes on the subject of planning. I have been watching with interest the progress your institutes has been registered and the contribution it has been making in the proper appreciation of the economic problem facing our infant democracy. Pyara, you have rightly chosen to discuss the subject of industrial relations, which indeed is a major aspect of labor policy, and it is on the maintenance of good industrial relations that we will be able to assure increase the production and prosperity to the people. Para, in fact, it is that forms the basis on which the success of any concrete plan of action depends. The National Commission on Labor, after considerable study of the different aspects, submitted its report last year, and some of its recommendations are still being debated. It is therefore in the fitness of things that you should have organized this symposium. Para, as one who has been associated with labor actively for more than half a century, I have involved an approach which, in my humble opinion, will go a long way in the strengthening the trade union movement, promote a better understanding between employer and worker, and the foster good industrial relations. The basis of my approach is that we should allow the employer and workers to deal with the many problems by themselves, and unless and until it becomes necessary and inevitable, compulsory intervention by a third party should be totally avoided. Para. An earnest trial of the policy of internal settlement of industrial disputes, giving freedom to the parties from the shackle of compulsory arbitration, restoring to them their self-confidence and responsibility, and the inculcating in them a spirit of self-government should be the basis of this policy. Such a policy will, in the long run, pay full dividend in all the sector of industry and in all fields of employment. Para. One appreciation in taking such a step is that the employers might take advantage of this approach, steeply trade union activities, and sooner or later cease to cooperate effectively with the workers. Should employers be so ill-advised as to treat such an approach as an opportunity for testing the theory of the survival of the fittest, and to fail to observe sincerely and wholeheartedly the spirit underlying the experiment, they will stand to loss in the long run, even more than the worker, because of the bitterness and function that a revision in these circumstances to compulsory adjunction must be necessary entail, and that no one will then be able to predict what the consequence will be. Full stop.